What's going on YouTube? In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 things that I do to stay focused. What's up guys, my name is Ben Nader. I'm an entrepreneur, I run a recruiting agency, and I also film every single day about business, entrepreneurship, and finance. If you like those topics, you should definitely smash that red subscribe button. The first thing that I have mastered to be able to stay focused and accomplish things is to say no. Listen, maybe you've heard of this, maybe you have not, but saying no and learning how to do it the right way is super important for your focus and your efficiency. If the world had its way with you, it would have you doing anything and everything that it asks of you. Instead, you're an entrepreneur and you get to choose exactly what you do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. And ultimately, you have goals and you have aspirations and things you need to focus on, and therefore, it's imperative of you to say no to a lot of things. For example, you might get a lot of invitations to social events, and you might really want to be focusing on business, and therefore you need to learn how to say no. Understand, this is not a bad thing. This is a very good thing. Saying no to things is actually the best thing you could do for yourself. The thing that you're saying no to doesn't matter whatsoever. It's irrelevant. Has nothing to do with you. You're benefiting yourself by actually eliminating whatever distraction that is, and you're leveling up by doing what you need to do to stay focused. At the end of the day, you could put so many things on your plate that you will never get anything done. And this is called multitasking. And people think they can do everything all the time, but you really can't. It doesn't work like that. And you have to understand that early on, especially if you want to be very successful in business, or you will never get close. Now, my second hack for focus and accomplishing tasks is rehearsing and visualization. So I have a to-do list like most of you, but what I actually do is I run through that to-do list and I time block it out. I run a very complicated to-do list that only I understand because it's my system and it works for me. You might have your own system and that will work for you. But what I do is I run through and I actually rehearse the night before exactly what I'm gonna do the next day. No, this isn't some big, crazy task. This takes maybe 2 minutes just to run through all of the line items, make sure that I can do them on that time schedule, and if I can, all is well. If I need to make adjustments, I will do that, and furthermore, my day will all be the better for the next day. The simple act of actually visualizing yourself accomplishing a task and focusing on what you're gonna need to do it actually gets you almost halfway there. If you can do it halfway here, it's going to be halfway here physically. That basically means you can pretty much accomplish it in your head, almost. The next thing that I do to make sure I stay focused is not multitasking. Listen, I literally come from a generation of multitaskers where we think we can do literally everything. We have 50 tabs open at once. We have everything going on at all times. We're on our phone, we're working on work, we're shooting a YouTube video, we're looking up something on the internet. It's insanity. You cannot multitask. Pick the item you need to focus on and finish, and do that item. Then move on to the next item of second priority and focus on that. Don't multitask on both things at once and think you're doing anything important. There's something called the circle of focus. And when you begin to divide that circle up so it looks like a pizza and you're accomplishing all of these random different things, or you think you're accomplishing them, you're not. You're basically just dividing up all of your time into these random little tasks and duties, and nothing is actually getting done. Don't multitask. Another item for me that is absolutely key for focus is creating an environment that is conducive for my focus. There are some people that can work around 100 other people that are gabbing and yapping and doing whatever, but I cannot. I need to be in a silent place where I only hear my own voice, I only look at my own stuff, and there are no people around me. That is when I thrive. When I'm in that environment, I can focus on pretty much anything so long as there are no other online distractions or phone distractions. All I have to do is simply go at the task and get it done. Now, the last item I want to mention is something that I mentioned in a previous video, which is being ruthless with your time management. Understand that this sort of pairs along with saying no, right? Because your time management is incredibly important. It's basically how you actually get anything done ever. Knowing what needs to happen and when it needs to happen, you can manage your time, block your time, do it however you want to do it, but you can essentially accomplish anything and focus on it when you are ruthless about managing your time. For instance, if I have something super important that needs to get done, that is at the top of my to-do list, and I have absolutely no excuses whatsoever to move down on the list until that item is done. Throughout the duration of completing that task, I am completely focused. I'm not allowing anything to get in my way because I absolutely know that that item is critical, and without finishing it, something's going to happen. I'm going to lose money, or I'm going to lose a deal, or something is going to go bad in my business, and I need to get it done. It is 100% imperative I remove any and all distractions. I'm in the best environment, and I'm 100% ruthless about focusing on that task. Now, those are just a few ways that I actually maintain focus and accomplish tasks. There are many, many more. Some work for some people, some work for other people, but you need to figure out what works for you. And I would highly suggest that you just take an internal look. Figure out what pushes your buttons, what doesn't. Can you work around people? Can you not? It's also important to figure out if you're a morning person or a night owl. Some people are super productive at night. Some people are incredibly productive right in the morning. When you are able to figure that all out, you will be your best self, and you will definitely be able to focus and accomplish things. I hope this video was valuable for you. If it was, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well as the alert button so you know every single time I come out with a new video. Until then.